depending on what investigators decide.
The Franklin County Sheriff's Office said 2 deputies who got shot this morning will make full recoveries. A chief deputy told our sister station WBNS they were serving a warrant in Columbus to take a woman in for a mental health evaluation, but she confronted the officers and shot them in the legs. After a nearly 7-hour standoff, police said one woman left the home voluntarily. Officers took another woman into custody about 30 minutes later.
And we're looking at that line of storms that continues to move closer to the Miami Valley. Could be severe at some point overnight, maybe. McCall?
Yeah, I'm keeping a very close eye on the potential for some stronger thunderstorms as they're approaching the area. These thunderstorms started to develop as we were towards the mid-evening hours, and I was watching them off to the west to see if they would maintain strength as they approach the Miami Valley. While they are anticipated to weaken, we're still going to be hearing a noisy night as these storms move on in. And they are just about 50 to 70 miles away, depending on where you are, from west to east. Notice this line of thunderstorms that's moving at about 40 miles per hour will likely be entering the Connorsville area in less than 30 minutes. Richmond for you can expect it in 40 to 45 minutes, and then entering Darke County down through Preble County and Butler County, most likely within an hour to an hour and a half. We already have thunderstorms that are ongoing up in Mercer County. Notice the amount of lightning just to the north and west of Salina. There are indications that perhaps there is some hail within that thunderstorm, not necessarily reaching severe limits at this point in time, but certainly something that I'm keeping a very close eye on. And at times you'll see on the live camera shot that lightning off in the distance with that thunderstorm. So we are going to be looking at that type of threat with these storms as they move on in. Our weather impacts for tonight: frequent lightning, strong winds perhaps, not necessarily damaging winds that would prompt a severe thunderstorm warning, but it will be close, so I'll be looking at that through the night. Plus, meteorologist Kirsty Zontini will be taking over. If there are any warnings, she'll be sure to cut in right here on Channel 7. And certainly some very heavy rainfall. And it appears it would be widespread rain, which is not necessarily a bad thing considering the abnormally dry to moderate drought conditions we're seeing across the area. Tomorrow, it's take 2 of these thunderstorms. We have a marginal to slight risk for severe weather. The better chance for those stronger thunderstorms will fall across the south and southeast. Doesn't mean you're not going to see it across the north. It's just conditions are a bit more favorable the further south you are. Futurecasts will show those thunderstorms as they move in tonight. It doesn't appear to be as robust as we're seeing on live Doppler 7 radar, but keep in mind those storms will move in between around 11:30 or so through about 2:30 in the morning. Those thunderstorms will be crossing to the east, and by tomorrow morning, still some showers and thunderstorms around daybreak. Here's where it's changed up a little bit from when I talked to you at 5 and 6 o'clock. It looked like we were going to get that second batch of storms around mid to late morning and by lunchtime. Now it appears to hold off a little bit longer. We'll get a bit more in the way of instability with the sunshine breaking through the clouds and temperatures getting to the upper 80s. So as we get towards late afternoon and early evening, we'll be tracking those thunderstorms as they work through the area. Notice it's widespread scattered thunderstorms that begin to taper as we get past sunset tomorrow night. On Thursday, we'll wake up with an abundance of cloud cover, perhaps a lingering shower out there, and then a few more pop-ups redevelop towards the afternoon. It won't be as intense as we're expecting for tomorrow, but a few isolated heavier downpours and gusty winds cannot be ruled out either. As we move into Thursday night, we dry back out and we'll have a dry day on Friday into the start of the weekend. So here is a recap of tomorrow: 72 degrees with a chance for some thunderstorms early. We'll have a midday break and then a few more storms redevelop towards the afternoon. Temperatures are going to be above average as we finish out the rest of your work week, and then we get back into the 90s for this upcoming weekend. It is likely we are going to see 15 or if not 16 days for the month so far with 90+ degree temperatures, with this trend continuing. So again, thunderstorms tomorrow. There may be a few pop-ups around on Thursday. Will be mainly dry Friday and Saturday, with a few more pop-ups Saturday and a better chance for us on Monday. Tomorrow morning, meteorologist Kirsty Zontini is up with you, tracking any thunderstorms around early and that chance for them to return later in the day.
McCall, earlier in the newscast, we asked if you think school districts should have a fall sports season this year. 36% of you said yes, 64% of you said no.